My name's Jim Conroy. I'm with the Town of Marion Parks and Recreation Department. We're delighted to, you're kind. We're delighted to have you here this morning. We're always excited to deliver a project, and any project that you deliver, there's literally 100 fingerprints on it, and this project is one of those. I'm going to talk a little bit about the scope of this project because it involves a little bit more than the dog park, which the dog park was the main drive of it, but we did some other things too, which are just going to make the property more functional and give better service to our citizens. And that's what this is all about, is to deliver recreational facilities that are going to make lifestyle better for people. So we're going to kick off like we always do with our national anthem. Now we usually have a high school or a middle school or grade school group singing the national anthem, but it's spring, or it's break right now, right? It's fall break. So the kids they're in our camps actually. The kids would be doing this, or horse camp or basketball camp or whatever. So two of our staff have stepped up to the plate, literally, and they're going to do the national anthem. And Terry, I did not coerce them into doing this, okay? I'd like to introduce Shelby Shear and Alex Roberts. And give some support, because they're doing this. Yeah, they're doing this above and beyond. Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right. Hold.
I gotta find her note.
Yep. Don't mind us. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Story of my life. That was a lot of luck on that one. That was really awesome, guys. Hey, at this time, I'd like to recognize the people that give us the green light to do all these projects and develop the agreements, like in this project with Crown West, our good partner, and the developer of Gladden Farms, and that's our mayor and council. I've said this before. Out of their presence, I'm at a point in my life, I'm saying it from the heart. As a Park and Rec director, couldn't have better leadership. I'd like to introduce Mayor Honey, Ed Honey. Mayor Honey. I know Vice Mayor's not here today. He's very busy working on his own project, the Pumpkin Patch, which is awesome if you've not been there. But Vice Mayor John Post, we appreciate John. Patty Comerford, Councilmember Comerford. Councilmember Herb Kai. Councilmember Roxanne Ziegler. Roxanne, thank you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And a strong advocate of dog parks. Strong, very strong. John Officer. Mr. Officer, thank you for being here, sir. John has hiked the entire Arizona Trail, so a lot of our council people, not a lot of them, all of them are very involved in recreation and outdoor activity, and they appreciate what these facilities mean to the community. And Councilmember Jackie Craig. Thank you, Jackie. I also want to recognize our town manager, Terry Rosema. Thank you, boss. We appreciate everything you do for us. Eric Montague. I don't think Eric is here today, but he's our deputy town manager and gives us a tremendous amount of support as well. And Wayne Barnett. Wayne Barnett, our deputy park and rec director. Project partners in this. As I said, you you don't do any of these projects alone. It takes a lot of work, a lot of coordination. And this project was done in a development agreement with Crown West, which is an awesome partner. And I'd like to introduce two of their leadership people, Principal Dean Wingert in the back, and OK Ryle, okay? Tremendous guys to work with. Thank you so much. It takes a design team and a construction team to make this happen. The same team that worked on the soccer fields with Crown West basically did the design of the soccer fields. They did the design of the dog park. They did the design of the new road entry that we have, which is going to be tremendous, which is part of this project, as well as a drainage feature at the end of the park that people aren't looking at, but it's highly functional. And the designer of the project was Mark Fellinger. And Mark was in the middle of all that from Rick Engineering. Thanks, Mark. And the construction company who's worked on this is Sellers and Sons, who we've done a number of projects with. And as I said, they built the soccer fields. And Ben Sellers, principal, thank you, Ben. Thanks for your flexibility, and thanks for, in these days with construction and everything that's happened after COVID, having the intelligence as a builder to order things months and months ahead of time so you can deliver the project when you say you're going to deliver it takes really strategic planning, and that team has done that. Things were ordered months ahead of time so we could be here today and not telling people it was delayed. So we appreciate the work of that team. Special thanks to the boots on the ground here, which is our park maintenance staff, Dave Herman, Jesus Villa, Steve Montano, and their staff. They're out here today. Jesus in the back. Thanks, guys. They're always humble. They're always in the back, but they've been out here. We work hand in hand with the contractor. I mean, I think Ben would be the first to say, Marana staff don't get in your way, but they're there with a shovel. They're there with whatever they need to jump in. Irrigation is very involved. It's very technical now. If you've not been around it in a number of years. And our staff work hand in hand with Ben. So thanks, guys. Great job. So the scope of the project. As the Park and Rec Director, I just want you to step back for just a minute and think about this overall park facility and what we're doing now as far as providing services. 18 months ago, we didn't have a soccer field there. And we've been open for about 16 months, and I can tell you through reservations and festivals that we've done over there, not only soccer, football, and lacrosse, but also with some musical festivals that we've done, that thousands of people have used those two fields. And then we came to the dog park. Now the dog park, conservatively, you do the math, 100 people a day will come to the dog park, super conservative. 700 people a week is what we'll see conservatively on this. And then with this increased activity, we needed a new ingress. And we built a new road as part of this project, which is going to provide great service for you as a parent or grandparent or a player. When you're trying to leave this park, you're not going to be frustrated. As we move forward, it's going to open up in December. We have 2 baseball fields that are going to open. They didn't have lights, they didn't have a fence. In December when we open, we have 2 new lit fields that have fences around them, so there'll be a competitive field for Marana Little League, as well as softball leagues that we work with in the area. And you're talking about thousands of kids that will play in those fields, over the next year. The other thing that we have going on just north of here that a lot of people haven't paid attention to, but it also affects this whole area, is we have a new trailhead about 1.25 miles north of here that Pima County is building along the loop, because the loop trail is right here. If you're not familiar with it, part of this project, we rerouted the loop around the dog park, coming out over here, then it goes north up to Sanders, and that's the end of the loop. That's the end of the 136-mile loop, and that trailhead will be done in about 60 days. The other improvement that's going to happen, we hope to go out to bid in November, is just south of here, is the Cal-Portland connection, which we've been waiting for forever. I was just talking to OK Ryle about it, and that will connect the 25,000 people in North Marana to the entire 136-mile loop. And that's been a long time coming. So I share that with you from a standpoint of service, of what council has done. What we try to do as a town is to continue to improve services with all these different amenities. So at this time, I'd like to introduce and ask him to say a few words. Mr. Dane Wingert from Crown West.
Good morning. Another great day at Gladden Farms and another reason to be here and celebrate. I'm joined this morning by my longtime colleague, OK Real, as Jim introduced. I'll be brief and I'll try not to be too repetitive, but Jim pretty much said everything I was going to say anyhow. I shouldn't be surprised. We'd certainly, on behalf of myself and OK, really like to thank everyone that's been involved in this. Our contractors, Sellers and Sons, who we've worked with now for several years, and everyone else that had a hand in designing, the consultants, the planners, the designers with the project, especially Mark Fellinger from Rig Engineering. They're both here with us this morning too. We have partnered and had a tremendous relationship with the town of Marana now for 21 years on the development of Gladden Farms. And we have worked together cooperatively on this Gladden Farms Community Park since our original development of the ball fields, the playground area, the town's addition of the splash park, and then our more recent addition of the soccer fields, and now this dog park, and all of its connecting infrastructure, the roadway, the driveway improvements that Jim mentioned. It's great to see a plan come together the way it's intended. As Jim said, wasn't long ago at all that everything on the south side of the ball fields was just total wasteland, and you wouldn't really think it was good for anything. And it's tremendous now to see these improvements here. Thank you all very much and have a great day.
Thanks, Dean. Really appreciate it. I do want to mention one other quick thing regarding the relationship with Crown West and our construction company. You know, those of you that work projects, no project goes smoothly. It just doesn't. You know, there's always something that occurs that you have to call an audible. You have to adjust. And these projects were no differently. But it's how you work through those challenges with the team. And sometimes those phone calls are very uncomfortable. You know, you talk about crucial conversations. But I have to say with Crown West, when they came up, they've always been greeted in a manner of, okay, how are we going to figure it out? And we did. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mayor Honey. We say that he's the best park and rec mayor in the country. So give him a hand. Come on.
Thank you, Jim. You know, this is kind of a culmination of a bunch of things we're trying to do here. We're going under the Cal Portland conveyor, but that's millions of dollars. But it's going to tie all of North Marana, Gladden Farms, Rancho Marana to the entire 160-mile trail system. But there was always a little voice in the background say, build a dog park. Well, then we said, hey, let's build some soccer fields. When you came in, and, you know, it ends up being millions of dollars. But it was 50% more than we thought it was going to be when we started. But we built them anyway. And I think we have the best soccer fields in northern Pima County by far. You know, then we came on and we said, you know, we need to do expansion to the baseball fields for softball and for baseball players. That's getting ready to be done too. And we were going to put lighting up, and I think it was going to be $300,000 or $400,000, and the bid came in at $900,000. Prices are really high, but there was a voice in the background that kept saying, build a dog park, build a dog park. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. That voice in the background was Roxanne Ziegler. And Rox just kept saying, we need a dog park. She loves her dog, Charlie. I said, where is he? He's not here today. But, you know, we have dog parks in our park up off of Silver Bell. We have dog parks all over the place. We have one over by the town hall. And I walk over there on the weekends, and I think, you know, I didn't realize we had that many dogs in Miranda. They're all over the place. And look at this beautiful facility today. You know, so on behalf of John and Rox and all of our council members, you know, this is a great day for Miranda. People move to Miranda for a lot of reasons. It's safety, but it's also public amenities. And I want to thank through Jim and Wayne and Bob and all the staff at the Park and Rec. We have the best park amenities in Pima County. So thank you all for coming, and we're going to have a great day today.
Thank you, sir. One other person I wanted to introduce was Lisa Schaefer over here. Lisa oversees our community services, does a great job in this town. A few years, it's all tied to this, because she oversees animal control. You know, Pima County used to do it, and a few years back, the town put it under Lisa's leadership. Big success. Anything related to that area, Lisa's here today and can answer any of those questions. So thank you, Lisa, for everything you do. We appreciate it. So I think with that, we're ready to cut the... Now you can see why we don't wait to the ribbon cutting and let the dogs in the dog park. There's a guy that I know, short guy, wears a straw hat. Years ago, he thought it was a good idea not to cut the ribbon. You're not opening up till the ribbon was cut. Bad idea. He's learned. So what we'd like to do now, Shelby and Vic Hathaway are going to kind of...